Hello people of the internet. Today we'll be looking into Games Workshop, a company known and beloved by many amongst nerds. Let's get into the history and story behind them. It all began in 1974. A very popular game was created in America. With how much it's been thrust into the mainstream, I have no doubt you've heard of it, Dungeons & Dragons. After blowing up amongst nerds in the US, it stretched out to other countries. GW was founded in London, 1975, by John Peake, Ian Livingstone, and Steve Jackson, not the American one. They first made wooden game boards for the classics, such as Mancala, Backgammon, and Go. Now, Games Workshop eventually became the primary importer of Dungeons & Dragons to the UK. They both imported books, the boards, and models. Come early 1979, GW made so much profit off of this, they founded Citadel Miniatures. Citadel Miniatures made decent metal models for Dungeons & Dragons. Come 1984, GW stopped exporting their own minis and tools, and they began their first branch in the US. This branch grew immensely. Like, really, really immensely. They blew up. Now, 250 workers, and they were all on a pretty decent payroll in America. Fast forward a couple of years to 1987. The earliest thing that resembles Warhammer is born. This game is called Rogue Trader. It wasn't considered a game so much as a collection of lore, ideas, and rules for something that would become bigger later on down the line. You would use your pre-existing collection of minis from Dungeons & Dragons to have small skirmishes with your friends. Now, enter 1993. The birth of Warhammer. Second edition was released. The Great Green Orc Tide clashed with the gun lines of Ultramar Space Marines. Warhammer is born. The story went on, and new armies and races were introduced. Some died off as well. Now, due to the primary focus being set on Warhammer 40,000, games like Warhammer Fantasy were killed off. Games Workshop has endured many hardships and... While writing the script, I got bored and I just started browsing Warhammer subreddits. My point is, GW has done quite a bit in their time. They now sit top of the market for all plastic models. Now, they now sit at the top of the mountain, as I just said. They have some of the nicest models out there. Now, they're also known for their insanely high prices, but just as I heard in some obscure article from 3 years ago, it's like heroin for middle-class nerds. It's intoxicating. You have to keep buying them. You gotta keep painting them. You gotta keep yourself into the lore, else you might miss something. My point's that GW they've made one of the largest companies out there. They now sit at $1 billion on the stock market, and I've sunk all of my money and allowance into them. I don't regret a single purchase. Well, maybe one, but we don't get into that. Now, thank you for watching my impromptu rant. Subscribing and liking will always help out. Leave a comment. I'm glad to hear people's opinions. This is probably one of my first times making like a video, so excuse me. I'm not that great at editing or trimming the audio. But thank you for watching. Stay safe out there, people of the internet. Oh, I'll also just have some memes going by in this end card right here. I'm sure we can all relate to most of them. That's the rest of it. Didn't mean the video to drag on any longer. Hope all of you guys are doing wonderfully. Anyone who actually views this crappy video. Yeah. Oh, one more thing. cheese.